yesterday, May 16th, 2018, um, early in the morning before 6 o'clock. Anyways, I had a dream that um, me and a bunch of other people were packing bags and cars, and trying to pack up in a hurry um, to get ready to leave to go to safety because we knew that the area that we were in wasn't going to stay safe for very much longer. But before we were completely done getting ready to leave, things started happening already. There, it was just like chaos all around, and we had to literally dodge danger. So one of the things was there was a bunch of horses nearby, and for no reason, when the chaos started happening, they all started running towards us. And what I noticed was they were all dark. They were all black horses, and it was like a herd of them, and they just, yeah, started running towards us. We had to like run to the edges, not so we weren't in directly in front of them. We had to run over to this side or over to this side to get out of the way. And so I rushed over to the right side of them, and I couldn't go any further. There was like a sand bank here. I couldn't climb it because it was all sand, but it was like a sand dune. And so I ran up next to it and sort of like, pushed myself into it to get out of the way of the stampede. And then they ran by, and I was like, okay, we just have to leave. Um, so I believe the Lord revealed with that dream that the time we have is very short. We're on the verge of these things cascading at full speed. So we need to make our preparations, you know, now while there's little time left, and make sure that we have plans for if we can't stay where we are at, if we have to seek safety or shelter somewhere else. Because I believe the black horses represented the third seal of Revelation in chapter 6, verse 5 and 6. When he opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come and see." So I looked, and behold, a black horse, and he who sat on it had a pair of scales in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four living creatures saying, "A quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and the wine." Um, so this represents financial hardship and famine, the cost of everything going up. I believe it's because of an economic collapse, and we see it in Revelation right after war begins. The fiery red horse, um, and the Antichrist, the one who sat on it, was granted to take peace from the earth, and that people should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword. So I've the Lord's always revealed to me that these things are going to occur. These seals are going to occur for sure while we're still here, the saved, and these are part of the birth pains. And once they begin, they're just going to escalate quickly, like the horse is running, and we won't have time to escape. So we need to be prepared ahead of time. Um, I believe we're already in World War III, and it's just going to escalate once you know something dramatic happens, and then the economy is going to collapse with it, society, and then we see the fourth seal and so on, and then the martyrdom. The scripture I want to share is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as labor pains upon a pregnant woman, and they shall not escape. So exactly what I was getting the interpretation of when I was having this dream. Um, it was all calm, and all of a sudden, while we were preparing to have to leave, the destruction came suddenly, like the herd of horses. And as labor pains upon a pregnant woman, signifying, you know, the beginning of sorrows. And then once the destruction happens, they shall not escape. And then I found this. This is interesting. Um, Somebody used the same scriptures for Thessalonians 5:1 and 3. They did this video. I guess this was uh, a public public presentation that Trump gave, and this is dated back in a year ago. Um, but he mentions peace and security here, so I'm going to play just where he states this.
In pursuit of peace. Our vision is one of peace.
Okay, and then right here, this article is published in the New York Times. I'll show you. New York Times. It's dated just, I don't know, 18 days ago, April 30th, 2018. So Trump, hoping for great celebration, wants to hold North Korea talks in DMZ. And I had it down here. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on a sec. Here, um, it says Mr. Kim. He said they're writing what Trump had said. Has been very open and very straightforward so far. He praised Mr. Kim for sticking to a pledge not to test nuclear weapons or ballistic missiles and for promising to shut down a nuclear site. The United States has never been closer to potentially having something happen with respect to the Korean Peninsula that can get rid of the nuclear weapons, can create so many good things, so many positive things, and peace and safety for the world, he declared during a joint news conference with the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. So this was Trump. And again, quote, the United States has never been closer to potentially having something happen with respect to the Korean Peninsula that can get rid of the nuclear weapons, can create so many good things, so many positive things, and peace and safety for the world. God bless.